Putting a brand new coat of yellow paint on the wall next to the driveway, Judith asked him to paint the rest of the house. They didn't have to do much negotiating either. Mr. Sims just methodically set aside one Saturday and painted the entire house yellow. Between Mr. Burns with his weed killer and Mr. Sims with his paintbrush, the house seemed to take on a new glow. Judith was so satisfied with the appearance of the front of the house that she told Mrs. Wentz that she would like to have the upstairs bathroom remodeled. The wallpaper in the upstairs bathroom was cracked and in need of some attention. Judith took a closer look at the bathroom and also decided that she would have a new sink installed as well. I don't know, there's something engaging about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess it just has a, I mean, I wrote it one paragraph at a time over like 2 years when I was 20 years old. Like I would write one paragraph, then I would put it down for...
Yeah, and so considering that you did it in that way,
Yeah.
you know, it makes sense that some of the continuity is a little challenging.
Read a different paragraph.
All right, let me just, I like to do this. Elgin seemed to be a cat that could be happy in almost any surroundings. Mrs. Wentz had been leaving a bowl of milk on the back stoop for him. He found that exploring the house was an activity that held top priority. He would sleep on Mrs. Wentz's bed for a good part of the day and then lurk throughout the house for the rest of the afternoon. Walking along the narrow ledge near the iron railing on the front porch appeared to be an enjoyable route to the apple tree for Elgin. So, yeah, that's a great paragraph. Then the next paragraph is, by 8 p.m., the two headlights from Agnes's car shone out through the pine trees lining the dirt road and onto the highway. They were 70 miles from Montreal. A man in a gray sedan was parked under a large sign on the other side of the highway. "Wait here, Agnes," said Mr. Burson after she pulled the car up behind the gray sedan. Mr. Burson got out of the car, opened the trunk, and lifted out the brown suitcase. The suitcase was heavy, and Mr. Burson showed slight difficulty in carrying it. The man in the gray sedan got out of his car, greeted Mr. Burson, and gave him a briefcase. "I'm tired of driving," said Agnes as Mr. Burson opened the door and stepped into the car with the briefcase. "We're going to find a motel and drive back in the morning," said Mr. Burson. So, I mean, if this was like the end of a chapter, the apple tree for Elgin, and then this was the beginning of another chapter, it would just make more sense. So, I mean, it's not like some parts of it really don't need to that much work.
Right. That's true. And I just, I'm not sure that I'm at a place where I can invest enough the required energy in it to actually bring it up to speed.
Well, if you ever decide you do, I think it's... it would be worth it.
Yeah, it'd be worth it. But it's a dog. There's a dog. Here's it. So, did you go to the Haymarket Cafe?
I did.
Oh, you live in Northampton, right?